We're talking with Edward Egelman, the incoming president, 2015 president of the Biophysical Society, of course, PhD from the University of Virginia. Thank you for coming and being with us and getting this thing started. And in terms of starting your term with this new year going forward, what are your goals for the society?
Well, it's the continued expansion of the society. We've been doing very well in spite of the problems with funding in the United States. I mean, 1/3 of our membership is coming from abroad, and although we see particular problems in funding in the US, there's expansion of science elsewhere in the world. We want to continue with public outreach. We think it's very important to communicate why science should be funded, why science impacts people's lives. We want to continue the growth of our membership, bringing in more and more diverse groups of people who work on many aspects of biology using physical techniques.
Do you think one of the challenges is making sure that a greater number of scientists really understand what biophysics are and that it could apply to them and their research?
Sure, absolutely. I mean, many people using light microscopy, using all sorts of different physical tools that were developed by biophysicists are in some sense using applications of work that was developed by members of the society. So we want to bring them into the organization because we think we can offer a lot.
So how do you let them know about that? What's the process of doing that?
Well, we have many different mechanisms. I mean, we publish a journal. The journal is doing very well, Biophysical Journal. We've organized thematic meetings, many different places in the world, which bring together groups of people who don't normally attend the Biophysical Society annual meeting to address different topics like infectious diseases or the nucleus. Or we're organizing a meeting in Rio de Janeiro on polymers, trying to bring together material scientists and biologists who all deal with polymerization.
And you've just addressed some of that, but in terms, if you could take it a little further, what makes biophysics so important to the future of all research?
Because we're using the physical techniques that have the ability to clarify at the molecular level and the atomic level how structures are assembled, how they function. So that's fundamental to understanding all of biology.
What exactly is your expertise? What do you do in research and how is it applied?
Okay, so the main tool I use is Cryo-Electron Microscopy, and we're actually on the verge of a revolution. And I don't use the term lightly because over the past 2 years the tools have been developed largely through new detectors that can be put on electron microscopes that enable us to reach a near atomic level of resolution for large numbers of different complexes, including protein polymers. So this is having an enormous impact. We're just beginning to see the results of this revolution with structures that had been unamenable to any type of characterization to now be solved at near atomic levels of resolution. So it's going to have a very dramatic effect.
Yeah, because each discovery leads to another.
Exactly.
All right, Edward Egelman, thank you so much, and
My
congratulations on getting your new term.
Thank you.